Title tonight against the youth of Iran and Amouzadkhalili, and we are underway for gold. When the entries were sent in by all of the countries, Bajrang took a close look, and he did not have to deal with his nemesis from Japan, Otaguro. Otaguro did not make the trip to these Asian championships, so immediately Bajrang earned the #1 seed. He took care of all his opponents today in quest of his 3rd Asian championship. It would be his first since 2019. One thing though, when you have watched Bajrang really over the last 10 to 12 months, he has been dealing with a knee injury. And that knee has slowed him down significantly over the past several months. You know, you go back to March, as recent as March, and he barely won a national team playoff in India because of the knee. The national team playoff was in late March. So just 3 weeks ago, he earned his spot. The Olympic bronze medalist had to wrestle in to get here. But clearly he wasn't himself. The knee was bugging him. He admitted it to the Indian media afterward that he's been trying to rehabilitate it and make it stronger. He knew this would be a good test, and this will be his stiffest test coming from the Iranian. Bajrang gets put up onto the activity clock. So let's see if Amouzadkhalili can take advantage. Look at what the wrestler in red has done throughout his remarkable career. 7 Asian medals, 3 world medals to his credit. And keep in mind, let's bring in the team implication to this. Both India and Iran, the 2 favorites. So when they go head to head, it becomes even more of a priority for their respective corners. Iran has won the last 3 team championships. Right in their back pocket in the runner-up the last 3 years, yeah, you guessed it, it's been India. Warning given to the young Iranian. Passivity point has been it so far. Not a lot of action through the opening 3 minutes. Short time, final few ticks, and period 1 goes to Amouzadkhalili, but barely. Passivity point. You have a feeling Bajrang will get a chance to get that back in period 2. So 2 wrestlers regroup in their respective corners. There's a good look at the Tokyo Olympic bronze medalist. He had to skip the ranking series events in both Rome and Istanbul due to his knee injury following his Olympic run to bronze. The junior world champion in the other corner with Amouzadkhalili. It's an interesting mix when you look at the Islamic Republic of Iran and who they have sent here. Powerhouse team with a mixed squad of established members along with some international newcomers. Amouzadkhalili would fall into the newcomer list as far as the senior levels go. All right, let's see if Bajrang can get some offense going now. At least put enough pressure, get the clock into effect early in this period. Have not seen one true shot yet. That one about as close as we've come, with India still not that typical Bajrang velocity with it. And here is the activity clock as expected, so a chance for India to tie it up. See the digit right next to the Iranian name, left-hand corner, 25-24. That hits 0 and no points are scored. We're tied at 1, and the criteria then swings to India. Amouzadkhalili is going to have to figure out a way to get a point. Just tell Bajrang is comfortable here. He knows that criteria is going to fall to him, so that will put some pressure on Khalili. He's going to have to come after him now. 3 sets of criteria for international wrestling. When you look at tiebreakers, the most valuable, the most important is the biggest move. Oh, here's a low strike by Khalili, and he's in a position to score, and he finishes it off on the edge. Nicely done there. 2 is confirmed, so just after giving up the passivity point, Amouzadkhalili found a little space to work, and he grabs the 3-1 lead. Well, that was really nicely done by the young junior world champion. Real quickly, going back to the criteria factors, highest value of points scored. Right now, that's the 2 we just saw. If both wrestlers are even there, it goes to fewer number of cautions, and then it goes down to the last point scored. Amouzadkhalili taking some territory. Bajrang having to dig in his heels a little bit more. 60 seconds to go. Gets back into the center ring. Haven't seen the usual offensive prowess that we normally do from Punia here. 3-1. Iran, first head-to-head matchup at gold between the 2 favorites on paper. Khalili working with the lead, both wrestlers reaching. A lot of hand fighting here. Khalili trying to jump into a tie. You can see the tempo now picking up for Bajrang, and another whistle. Referee not wanting Khalili to continue to circle like he had been. 13 seconds to go. Will it be the young wrestler from Iran with his first Continental Championship? The Tokyo bronze medalist trying to bring everything he has, and it's not going to be enough tonight. Rahman Amouzadkhalili has won the gold for Iran. Amouzadkhalili denies Bajrang a chance of his 3rd straight, or I should say his 3rd Asian title. Bajrang had won a couple in years past, but the junior world champion from 61 kilos now up to